Okay, when I signed up for this class, I really didn't know what it was about at all. Somebody recommended it to me while I was at orientation over the summer, and I really didn't know much about it. I signed up for it just because I thought, I think leadership is important. I think it's necessary for pretty much everything you're going to do in your life. So it was a class that I thought was important, but I hadn't even heard of it before they recommended it to me. So I signed up for it with all of my others, and I didn't even know that there was a service learning component to it, but the service learning project actually ended up being my absolute favorite part of this class. It was something that I really enjoyed and something that was really important, something that I looked forward to every week. Um, so I got to work with YSS, and I really enjoyed working with this organization because everybody that we worked with was so kind, and they were so passionate about what they were doing, and it wasn't it wasn't an organization that I had heard of before. I didn't know much about homelessness or youth homelessness, especially in Ames. I didn't know it was as large of an issue as it is. And I think, becoming informed on it kind of made it something it's important to me now. Like the work that we did in this class, I don't want that to be the end of it. I want to stay with this organization. I want to keep volunteering there. I guess they kind of made like it one of my own values, working with them and having them share their ideas, and having them share, their beliefs and what they were doing, what they were trying to change there, and seeing how passionate everybody was about it was something that really changed my view on it, or I guess just created my view on it. I didn't really have one before that. And working with this organization it was really nice to be taking this class as a freshman, I think, because it kind of just automatically connected us to Ames as more than just people that were going to school here. I didn't know much about the community before this, but working with them, I got to learn so much more about where we're living and so much more about, what's actually going on here, that kind of thing. And I did a lot of volunteering in high school. It's always been something that I really enjoy and I think is really important. Working with your community and different organizations, it's just always been something that I enjoy, which is probably why I enjoyed the service learning project so much. But I never really viewed it as a form of leadership before this class. Um, I guess it it just kind of changed how I look at it. That where you put your time and where you put your efforts is something that, it can change. It can change other people's points of views, and it can be a form of leadership, and that's not really something that I realized before it. And through working with YSS and through this class, I realized that I really like hands-on volunteer stuff, and not just that, but I realized so much more about myself, like way more than I thought I was going to learn. Um, we kind of did a lot of self reflection, which I didn't really take the time to do before this. And now I realize I probably should have because it's super important. um, I kind of viewed volunteering more from just the group and community perspective. I thought it was, you team up with others, you join organizations, you join causes, and, you create change that way. But uh, it's not really possible without first identifying, who you are, what your values are, what you want to see changed in the world. And so that's like, that's something, a big thing that I've gotten out of this class is just kind of figuring out, who I am and what I want to see changed. And it definitely changed like how I think of leadership in general. Like I said, I volunteered a lot in high school, but I did a lot with like hospitals and assisted living places, and like that was great. But through working with the organization and through like all the self-reflection that we've done in this class, I kind of realized that like from here on out, it's like I kind of want to dedicate my time to nonprofit organizations and, places that they're fighting for change, and even if they don't have much behind them to do it, like working with YSS and that kind of thing it was just such a different atmosphere, and it was people who like really definitely appreciated your help, and everything that you were doing was making a difference for them. And so that's just something that I really really liked about this course, and something that I realize I want to keep doing in the future. I want to keep volunteering with those types of organizations. and everything. And it was really cool to be able to be part of change as just a college student. Like, you know, you don't really think that you can change the world or anything, but working with these organizations, you know, kind of made me think that I did. And seeing all the other team projects and everything was really cool. It's just something that I want to stay involved in, which takes me to the next part where I decided that I wanted to continue in this class, even though I wasn't even planning on taking it in the first place. But I ended up deciding that I wanted to get a certificate in leadership studies, and it's just something that I am really excited about and something that I'm really looking forward to doing with my time here at Iowa State.